Good evening. This is not a good time to record, but this is the only time to record, so this is what we're doing. Rosie and I are walking again. And I was just thinking about my younger self and how she never got to go to Spain. And I just wanted to give some advice to that sweet 19-year-old girl who chose what she thought was the right path, and I don't blame her. All the generations before me had made some really stupid mistakes or were just victims of really bad things. And, oh, Rosie, she's got something to sniff. I didn't want to be that person. I didn't want to get addicted to drugs or, I don't know, get drunk and not know where I was or not be in a safe place. I turned to religion, and I don't necessarily think that was a bad choice, but it's weird to have regrets, even though I feel like I made the right decision. Like I was trying to choose the best, wisest, like most cautious decision. And yet, you can still end your life with regrets. I don't think I would have ever been able to know that at 19. But I do have regrets. I wish I would have taken that trip. I wish I would have been just a little more foolish. I wish I would have listened to myself a little bit more and given myself a little bit more time. I wish I would have known how beautiful I was. That it's okay to be beautiful. I was like ashamed or embarrassed that I might care about those things. Oh boy, there's a storm here. You can tell. It's brewing. It's beautiful. But anyway, I wish I could go back to that 19-year-old girl. I guess I was already married by 20. But the 19-year-old girl, before she was about to get married, and just tell her, book that trip. Book it, girl. Put it on a credit card. I don't care. And if I could tell all girls to be a little more foolish. Like, going to Spain isn't going to ruin your liver. Going to Spain doesn't make you addicted to drugs. And having to deal with the fallout of withdrawal or, tooth loss or something, they're not the same thing. Being a little foolish is not the same thing. And I wish I would have been. I feel like I'm kind of living my life in reverse now, where I'm trying to live a little better and more deeply. You know what? I might need to go this way. If you guys want to hear me at all. The storm is already probably making it hard, but that alarm, whatever it is making it worse. But here I am. I'm just going to say it, because we don't really have time to record in a pretty way. I'm home from work. I have to walk my dog before it starts raining, and it's windy, and I'm so sorry. Probably really bad for being able to hear. And I know how that is. I have a hard time hearing. But if I could just give anyone the advice to live a little more from the heart, to be a little foolish, I would highly recommend it. Once again, probably being a little bit influenced by like an Alanis Morissette or song or something like fall head over heels. Make a bad choice. Oh no, I got a water droplet in my eye. Sorry. I'm wearing makeup today, so it's like, got in my eye. Just move that body that you were so lucky to have. And that doesn't hurt yet, I'm almost 40. I'll be 40 in a couple years, and I would just say to every wonderful, sweet young girl out there, you never know. You just never know. Like, you might get married. You might prioritize buying a house. You might have a child that you want to prioritize buying a house for. You may want that degree or something. So if you can, just once in your life, put it on a credit card and follow a dream. Learn Spanish. I would highly recommend it. Good heavens, it's windy, but I recommend getting your heart broken. I recommend falling in love. Like with a sunset, with a dog. I recommend falling in love with yourself and your dreams. It's okay, Rosie. She saw a bird flying really close to her and she freaked out. So Rosie and I would highly recommend living life to its fullest. I always loved Henry David Thoreau's Walden since that time. And you know what? That 19-year-old girl, she loved that whole quote from him about live life deliberately. I want to live deep and suck all the marrow out of life. And that, like 20 years later, my 20-year high school reunion was this year. I didn't go, but it was this year. And I still believe that. I read it when I was in high school and I still believe it. So, no matter what age you are, but especially if you don't have any of that hip pain yet, or I don't know, especially if your feet aren't aching yet, live life deliberately. Live deep and suck all the marrow out of life. I couldn't recommend it more highly. Make a mistake. Everything that I've done has been such ended up being such a beautiful color that I didn't think was going to, I don't know, like proof that way. It's kind of like dyeing fabrics, like you never know. Did I leave it in for too long? Oh yeah, I did. It's very dark now, you know. Oh, did I not leave it in long enough? Okay, yeah, it doesn't look like pink at all. And I don't know, we all don't know where we're going. We don't know what awaits for us in life. You could have it all planned out like me and completely crash out and make a mistake. I have. And I lived. I'm still here. I can't believe it. Like, it truly is kind of a miracle, but I don't know. Like, be stupid. Isn't that so funny? 19-year-old me who's like trying to not make any mistake would be like, you're crazy, but go be foolish, right? I think Zelda Fitzgerald said that, right? What a wonderful thing it is to be a foolish girl. I hope that she's foolish when she talks about her daughter. Or maybe it was in one of her books. I don't know if she even had a daughter. But I wish I would have read more so that I could quote it more accurately. But that's okay. Making up for lost time. Rosie and I. Hi, Rosie. She doesn't really like this storm. She's like, can we get back home? She doesn't love this, but it's so pretty. Look at that sky. Look at that. Holy crap. She's gorgeous. Life is gorgeous. The reason that people recommend for people who are in the arts, liberal arts and poetry, recommend that they spend a lot of money traveling, meeting all sorts of people and stuff. Sorry, I got a raindrop on my head. Is because art comes from really living. And I forgot that. I thought that life was... Oh no, I got another drop. I was told by people who believed in certain religions. My granny was Pentecostal. A lot of people around me were LDS. I was kind of told life was a test. Life is a test. God is testing you to see if you will be righteous or faithful or truthful or valiant or something. And I wanted to do that. And I think I did a pretty good job. Like, there are a lot of good things that came from that idea. But I remember meeting a Catholic when I was LDS. Our children played together. And she said, no, Kira, life is a gift. And that was in 2012. That was so many years ago. And she's absolutely right. It rang true then and it rings true now. I may have had it a little wrong, or maybe it's an X and Y axis where life is many things at once. But life is a gift. So if I could talk to my 19-year-old self, if I can talk to you young girl, young boy somewhere, just please know life can be good too. Life is a gift. And you don't always have to remember that and treat every day like that, but I hope you do have a few days where you do treat it like that, where you act like that. I wish I had done that a lot more. Rosie, she's trying to make friends with strangers here. Life, it might just be a gift. And it might not be a bad philosophy to try out. Like maybe that's not the true philosophy, maybe it's not the entire true philosophy of life, but it could be something to experiment with. There'd be a lot of beauty there. Anyway, I'll let you go because I don't even know if this video worked. I'm not sure you can even hear me, so maybe let me know how that works out for you. Thinking that maybe life is a gift.